Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. We are hard at work trying to get some stuff done here. We have an abundance of cow stuff, as you can tell. Getting ready to open the store up here, and I turned these machines off because, well, I have a lot of butter and cheese, and I have more cow's milk than I know what to do with. With that being said, though, we're gonna get started here. Let's go ahead and open the store. All right, now I'm sorting out some things because I have all of my eggs coming in, and I decided I wanted to filter out the waste, which also goes into here, which then gets filtered into here. And, well, I have an abundance of it right here, so I'm just going to transfer this stuff over to the other one so it can start making some things. So I figured this would be better than building a separate machine set up for this. Just moving it over there, letting it handle it. Because we're going to be sending over all the wool and stuff from the sheep is going to be shifted over there as well. So I'm just freeing up that so we can actually take this and put it somewhere else. Or sell it. Probably just sell it, since I have it all going over here now. Kind of making it self-fulfilling. Now I do have to take some of that stuff that we're doing with these. Well, actually this stuff is going to be used to make fertilizer for the corn. We're also going to be doing tomatoes over there too. So, yeah. Oops. I don't know why I just keep throwing it every time. Okay, give me the livestock waste. What's going on here? There we go. Sometimes the shit doesn't want to cooperate. These chickens produce a lot of chicken shit. I hope everybody had a good weekend. That wasn't too bad. Got a little bit of work done. Did some work in Satisfactory, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. Getting ready to rebuild one of the factories. Okay, so we don't have anything in here right now, so we're just gonna pack that thing up, and I think I'm just gonna sell. Alright, so one of the things I have to add in here is right there. We're gonna make that wool, sheep's wool for right now. Because all of my sheep things are over here, and as you can see, I've got machines here, which I'm going to level up to 3 here. Alright, so we're going to hook these in. And these go to level 3. Okay. Oop. Okay, so This is going to get a little bit expensive, but I think it'll be worth it. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to curve it right into this filter right here. See, that one comes out. Got a turn here. So what did everybody do this weekend? Anything fun? If you don't have an answer now, you can always leave a comment if you're on YouTube. Go back and read those later. Now, all of my, I can tell you right now, all of them are ready to start spewing out wool. That much I know. So we're going to go ahead and turn them on. Well, first we have to set what this is doing. So it's not doing bell peppers. It is doing sheep's wool and livestock waste. There we go. We got here. Not doing cow's milk. It's doing sheep's wool. Stock waste. On. Oh, and these things should be level 3. And 3. Okay. Make sure this is set correctly. Sheep's wool, not milk. Waste is good. Put it on. And raise it to level 3. Okay. Alright, so all that should start working. Now, I don't have this one set to... Like, these are all set to supply themselves. None of these are set to supply them. I think these guys can reach those, but, maybe? I don't know. Think I have them reaching over and grabbing that? Oh, he's a little backed up. Little backed up. Actually, I think I had those set to go in. Yeah. From storage. So yeah, so I think those are working. I don't know how much I have in these things. Apparently I have like 1,800 of them sitting up there. Not sure how they didn't make it into there, but... Somehow they went into that one? I can't explain that, because that was supposed to have been bypassed. Wow. So we have some substantial fixing to do here. These are supposed to be in there. Somehow they never made it into this one. So I have to go in here and tell it to select nothing. There. So hopefully it won't go in there anymore. Once I empty it. Hopefully that'll start to stabilize everything, because, my God, I was wondering why I didn't have that many. It's because they all went into the wrong slot. You go ahead and take care of the sheep over here, since they need some anyway. Oh, damn it. Damn thing, grab it right off the floor. Good job, bud. But at any rate, we got a lot going on. The only thing I have producing over here right now is tomatoes and cucumbers, just so you know, everything else is turned off. Those were the two main ones that I was like out of. So I was doing those because, you know, we need to make some of the baked goods over there. Man, that's an awful lot of animal grover. Just gonna try to keep these guys fed as best I can. So I'm pretty sure this one doesn't have any either. Like bobbing and weaving and shit right now. And it might be that they just, you know, fill themselves up, you know, eventually. Sure, nothing's on the floor. Everything looks okay. Kind of look over here. Still having a hard time trying to get this stuff to fit. It seems like, I mean, this thing's level 4 and it's still taking its time loading. Definitely not running out of butter and cheese. Let's check on the sales over here. Got plenty of butter, plenty of milk. Yep, still working on all that whole cloth thing. How much of that stuff do I have in here? I have 158 wool, so we'll be about ready to start that. What I'll end up doing is bringing these back, bringing them in here. So this will be eggs and stuff with sheep. That's what we're gonna end up doing with that. Definitely got plenty of balls coming through. Yeah, you heard it. Okay. Go ahead and check these guys. Okay, they're doing pretty good. Okay. Get them a little bit more. You know, I wanted to try to keep all these together, but man, I'll tell you what. I almost feel like I need to, if I had enough room, I would just feed that in directly like that instead of doing it that way. I didn't realize they had an in going on the backside. That's interesting. Okay. As far as this goes, we got plenty of space. We do have a little bit of corn overlap for some reason. We've got plenty of butter, plenty of that. Let's check over here. So I got plenty of cucumbers. Tomatoes are being restocked. That's fine. Might be low on tomato seeds. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. One box of those. These tomatoes seem to be the one thing that we're low on. Should be good though for the rest of the day. And I do still need to put tomatoes down here too, and I may end up, I definitely don't need corn. I thought maybe I wasn't producing enough corn. Well, this tells me I have way more corn than I need. So So there we go. So we'll just leave the rest of it there until I need it again. Check on all these guys. They're probably good for right now. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just sort of set these over here on the floor. Oop, not that one. Set it over there until I need it. That one's set to bypass, so it shouldn't fill up anymore. So the rest of it should just fill, and if I get low, then we'll figure it out. All right. Now, part of the rebuild, right? We got all of this stuff is in, so now we can start doing things with it. So I need to take these out, right? Because we're not doing anything with any of it over here. We do have a little bit of cloth and yarn here. Why it's not loading those to be sold, I have no idea. But, level 24. Farm area C opens up large stretch of land. That's cool. We can get more land if we want. I don't think we need it right now. But a lot of this stuff's going to come out. Right now I need to move the yarn and the cloth over. So we're going to take these and a whole lot of this stuff. You never have enough straights, right? Because we're putting it all on the back. So let's just go ahead and take all this down. Okay. All right. Just gonna take as much of this as I can now so I don't have to come back and do it later. Is what I'm probably gonna do is, well, so I have 2 of these looms. I think I'm gonna buy a 3rd loom. And the reason for that is that, go level 3 fast. We have the money, so let's go ahead and just get it. So the reason behind it is because one's just going to focus on yarn and the other one is going to go yarn to cloth. Right? So I'll have like a couple of these picker machines picking over there. Kind of like what we do over here with these pickers. We're gonna have a couple of pickers over on this side, I think. In fact, I think I might even have, yeah, I have 1 picker B right there. I do have 3 farm plots that I need to. I'm gonna dump them over here for a moment. Just set them over here. I can free up some spot. I'll come back and those were the sauce ones that we were doing before. So we can take this planter B, right, and we can let's give it 2 space, okay, and then we'll put another one right next to it. So let's just sort of get these nipped in the bud right from the beginning. Planter B, Level 3 fast. Just kind of do it right from the very beginning. Now I can have it go ahead and start stocking. Have it start stocking sheep's wool, which I think it might already be doing. Let me go check over here real quick. Are we even? I don't think we're stocking this sheep's wool right now. We're not. We just do yarn and cloth. So let's get some sheep's wool set up over here. So we can have it go ahead and start pulling that. Oh, shit. I have too much stuff. Let me go put this... hold on. Let me see. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay. Alright. About that. Just put it over here. And we'll set this to sheep's wool. And I believe I already have a machine picking from that, right? Process, storage, eggs, and more. Yep. So we can have them do sheep's wool. And they'll be doing cloth and yarn. So we have all of them happening off that one. Okay. So they'll go and they'll take it from the machine right there, like it's getting ready to do. Boom. Got it. All right. We'll put the other one like right next to this one, just like that. Now, I want to kind of maybe put them over here-ish. Right, so let's do the first one right there, and we'll do that one right next to it. Maybe give it a space, and then that one goes straight into it. Okay. So this one will make yarn, or we'll make cloth. Now we don't have these unlocked yet, so we can't do anything there. And that one will make yarn. This one will also make yarn. Now it takes 2 yarn for that, so this one is the one that'll fit in here. So we'll put a curve right off the bat. Probably right into there. That. Just like that. Update these to level 3. All right. This one, we'll just take it from here. That. And then we do the curves. Upgrade these to 3. Now hopefully we're going to produce enough wool for this. I mean, we did this with 1 before, now we have 3. So this one, so all we got to do is tell them to do the same thing. Yarn. Or no, hold on. No. Recipe yarn. Yarn. Oh. Recipe yarn. Hello? Oh. It's like, why isn't it going anything? Okay, so there we go. So now we have all that. So now we have to do the out part. So we need a merge right here, I think. Merge right here. And I have to quickly come over here and say cloth and tell it to go with yarn. So we have to get it right into here, which I didn't even think about until just now. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, it's all just gonna sit there and accumulate. So conveyor. Level 3 fast. All right, let's go get our stuff real quick and hurry up and get this done. All right, yeah, if you press and hold, it'll just load them all for you. So good. Right here. Oh no, actually right there. Come on now, hurry up. Actually, that worked in my favor. Oops. All right. Oh, level 3 already. There we go. Very nice. So now we got plenty of storage in here. Stuff going in. And the thing should start picking them up, although we did end the day already. Hot commodity was tomatoes. It's kind of funny. Alright. Now that we got all that, they can start stocking while I kind of get things situated. So we definitely got to work on getting more of this stuff situated, right? Tomatoes are starting to make their way over. Shashanka and Ratatouille. What? What do you want? $90 chili, okay. That shouldn't be too difficult. Considering I don't have any chili right now. You asshole. I have plenty in here. I need some more cucumber plants, so... Alright, so... 1 chili... 1 cucumber plant. Okay. All I gotta do is turn the chilies on, so... Technically, I don't really need to. I'm pretty sure I have an abundance of chili in the other market, in the other box. Let me see. Yeah, I have 1,400 chili, so I'm gonna tell him to come pick it up from this one. I don't remember the name of that one, but it's just called Store Machine. Supplies. I'm just going to call it supplies for right now, so that way I can easily get to it. So we'll have you pick from supplies, and we want you to get chili. I think I got a fuckload of eggplants over there too. And I got, look how many duck eggs and chicken eggs I have over there. Woo. I mean, I have a whole lot over here too, and I haven't even started baking stuff yet. My gosh. Because that's the next thing, is we got to start making stuff with eggs. Oh my. Alright. So what am I making over here with eggs right now? Shashaka. Okay. Shakshuka. Alright. So we can make shakshuka over here, but we need tomatoes. Now, I could... If I have tomatoes in the main line, I could send the tomatoes over. You know, send them from over there to over here. Right now, I have eggs to last me for quite a while. I just don't have any tomatoes. I don't have enough tomatoes coming over because I'm making ratatouille at the same time. And I am trying to stock up before I start the day. Chili is now stocked. Still need vegetable relish. So I think I have enough of the jars. So let's switch this over to vegetable relish. So this switches to... no, not that. Vegetable relish. Alright, so stuff are going to get rejected. I'll pick them up in a moment. The cucumbers, I think. Oh no, actually it uses the cucumbers. Okay, never mind. So we need to get some chili over here. Chili's coming in. Alright. I mean, look at that. I don't need any more chicken eggs. I got so many chicken eggs, man. I mean, honestly, I could just have them pull chicken. Well, there's no duck eggs right there, but I could just have them pull chicken eggs and duck eggs from over here, and just use these for baking over here. So this one is called Eggs and More. So Eggs and More is now going to be off limits for that. So I'm going to take the eggs off of that one because we can pick them up from supplies. Right? So they can be picked up from the supplies machine, which should be over here. Right? Because they're that one. So here we can say chicken egg, duck egg. Now goose egg we'll leave off because there's no goose eggs over there. So actually, technically, we need it from over here because we don't have any goose. The goose eggs are coming from there. So we don't have any goose eggs over here. We just have duck and chicken eggs for probably the next several levels. I don't think we're going to run out anytime soon. So now we're starting to get some vegetable relish in. All right, let's open up the store. All right, so I'm still processing compost over here. As you can see, I have more than I know what to do with. And it's all coming from, right now it's coming from this over here. So I might have to store that stuff until I figure out what I'm going to do with it. Sauces, we're finally getting low on paprika sauce for the first time, but I've still got so much hot sauce. Corn for a foreseeable future, which is fine. I'm going to be making corn sauces. So right now, none of this stuff is doing anything. It's all empty. The only thing it's processing is this. Going into these machines back here. And really, it's not really that much. So, let's see, how much do I have on me here? I got a bunch of empty boxes, so probably should get rid of these first. Okay. Now, I still got shit laying all over here. I got farm plots and pickers and stuff. It's amazing that produces the crop waste is larger in size than the animal waste, which I find hilariously funny. I'm gonna sell that thing right now. That stuff's still being filtered through. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is I am going to probably move all this stuff down over here. But what I'd like to do, because I want it to come through this door, is I want it to actually process all of that waste back into fertilizer and basically serve itself. That's the goal. I think that's going to be the goal. And what I'll probably end up doing is just making the basic commodity, like each of them have like so much in it. If that makes sense. Because I don't necessarily need this to feed over here. I actually want to have a whole separate crop set to handle a lot of the baking stuff. So I'll have one set specifically for basic commodity. I'll have one set of whatever I need to do whatever I'm baking. I think that's kind of where we're going. Same with the sauces. You know, the sauces, we did that. We had separate crops, and with that, we got enough hot sauce to last us for the rest of the game. So I think that's kind of where we're going to go with it. And I'll be able to like send it in the side here, I think. So we'll be able to take these out. And since right now I'm only doing tomatoes and cucumbers, because I have an abundance of other ones. I mean, I still got 186 bell peppers over here. I got 274 eggplants. I've still got, you know, bell peppers over here. We're gonna run out of some things, and I'm okay with that. All right, so let's move that out of the way, and we'll be. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. All right. So what I want to do is figure out. I kind of like the way that this was set up, where I had them in groups with a little bit of space. So I think it's just a matter of moving them and setting them up. Who the hell wants to see me? Talk to Felix? What the hell do you want? Don't I have enough shit to do? What do you want, crackhead? He always looks like he's high. So maybe not a crackhead, maybe just a stoner. He's a stoner. You a stoner? You look like a stoner. Alright, so I'm going to relocate some of these. Yeah, I think we can leave 2. Actually, you know what? Maybe it would be... I don't know. I think I like that idea. Right? So you would have... You have a picker machine A. So I guess this would go back 1. Like there. And then you would have a picker like that. Right? And then you would have a merge here going down. Now this is making eggplant, so let's go ahead and move that one since it's not producing right now. So we're going to do 1 of each commodity for the basic commodity. I think I had this set up to where... Let me just set that over there. The way I have these things set up is I think I have 1 arm controlling 2, so... What's this set to do? Corn, plant waste, eggplant. So this one's actually equipped to do what I want to do, so let me just move this one. And let's just take this and right like that. Okay. Yeah, supplying these is going to be an interesting scenario, right? We're going to take this nutrient one and we'll probably put it right there. Because I want to be able to supply the nutrients. So I think I might actually process the nutrients back here and have it go like that. So we'll have a splitter that will come back here, or maybe we'll figure out how to send them backwards or whatever. We're gonna figure that out for sure. And it could be that I have 2 of these pickers, one that picks the thing and one that just picks waste, if that makes any sense at all. So the tomatoes are being used right now, so we can't really mess with the tomato plants. Same with the cucumbers. But we can mess with the chili, because right now we're not doing any chili. So how about we take the chili one here. And what I want to do is leave a gap here. Like that. So that way we can send, like I said, I want to be able to send stuff back. So in fact, let's, before I even place that, we're just going to set that over here out of the way. So we're going to do this in groups of 2. So we're probably going to end up taking one of these. Just let it work with one right now. There we go. So I have tomato and chili together. Now I have some extra plots, and we're going to put those down too. So like I said, we're going to do one of each. So we're going to need a bell pepper. We're going to need a few things here. Now let's see how things are flowing in here right now. So we're a little low on tomatoes. Still have a decent amount of pepper. Yeah, all that stuff is good. So I might put the tomatoes back until after the end of the day. That way I can pick from that. And we'll just put empty plots here instead. And then we'll put another one there, and another one there. Whoa, I didn't tell you to plant anything. Oh, it's planting bell peppers. That's funny. Where are you getting it from? Oh shit, it's reaching all the way over there. Nice. Okay, this one's doing nothing. Okay, nothing. Don't do anything. Alright, so this was doing bell pepper, that was doing chili. This one's obviously going to do tomatoes because it started it, so I'll just have it go ahead. Go ahead and keep you with tomatoes. What we'll do with this one is we're going to be doing strawberries also. So if we do them in groups of 2, we have 2, 2, 2, and then there's going to be 1 out. So, what am I missing? Cucumber, I guess, over here. Okay. So we have tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, chilies, and we have eggplant and corn. So that's all of them except for strawberries. And that's perfect because I think what I'll do is I'll have 2 strawberries. I know I'd probably... Oh, what's the strawberry? 5 every 45 60-minute intervals. So it produces almost as much as tomatoes. So, you know what? We're going to hold because grapes are coming up in the next update, so we'll only do 1. So, we're going to need... so this one is going to be, I guess, strawberries. Where are they? Strawberries. And we'll, I'm not going to limit these. Once I take that off, the limits come off. I need to get these eggs out of here. Man, I need to get that milk out of here. So let me go get a box. Like I said, these are going to be the basic commodity line right here. Just going to focus on basic commodity. Get the cow's milk out of here, get it over with the rest of the cow's stuff. I've got to build because I've got so much cow's milk. Come on now. Empty. Thank you. We're going to do a lot of baking and all that. So that stuff's going to go away. That's going to change to... well, we'll set it for nothing right now because we haven't unlocked it yet. Get the chicken eggs out of here. Set that for nothing. And we'll put the chicken eggs. Not that I need 1,600 chicken eggs. I'll put them over here. I don't think I need to worry about it over there. Although over here I have 1,000, so. You know, once the baking starts, that's when stuff will start loosening up. Here we go, grapes. And now we have better sheep, as if I need better sheep. Holy hell. Alright, so now we can pick grapes. Alright. So at the end of the day, we're going to stop production. Actually, you know what? Let's just stop the production now. Nothing. Nothing. I have to do it this way, because the only way I'm going to get them to stop. I just want them to finish out whatever's in the plants. We're going to take these, we're going to move them out of the way. Okay. So again, these are the main commodity lines. These are going to produce the main stuff. So let's work on these picker machines. I don't think I have any more. I have one more picker machine on me, so let's go ahead and get that in. Okay, kind of got them right in the middle there. And we'll set these up when the time comes. This one's set up for eggplants, set up for corn. This one is set for sheep's wool, which it's not. I believe we have bell peppers. That kind of waste. What else is in here? Chili. So we wanted to pick up chili. Now we're actually going to tell it not to pick up waste. I don't want it to pick up waste. No waste. Like I said, we're going to have a different picker actually do the waste. And I think we're going to use those picker bees, right? Because we can stick those right in the center. This was an idea that I was going to do with those, but I didn't do it with those, right? Remember I had all those picker machines in between these? Well, I took them all out, right? They're not there anymore. How are we doing here? Good. Good. Very nice. Doing good. A whole lot left over right there. No, 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 no. Damn it. I wasn't trying... I was trying to get these out. Alright, so we're going to open up another one. And we're going to limit it to 50 as well. We're going to do this on each line. There is an overwhelming amount here. This was what I was afraid of. I was talking about doing the loop back. That's what I needed to do with these. My gosh, there's so many of these failing right here. There's no way to keep up with that. So we'll just set each one of them to have a limit of 50. We'll do 3 slots each because, man, this is too much. Just too many. These will fix themselves, so... It's bad enough I already have a whole lot there. It's like I created a monster. Alright. I need a box. I need boxes that hold like 100 of these things. This is nuts, man. Yeah, those guys are already pretty full. I mean, I've already got boxes over here. I mean, if I had a, I guess I might have to put them in a thing and sell them, maybe? No, not that. There's some kind of drone thing. Where is it at? Is it in here? Drone delivery station. Sell goods in bulk to business clients. Pick up a delivery area, fill the request order, and a drone flies it out to the payout. This would work great if I could just sell those items. So I've never used one of these. I want to see what this thing does real quick. If I can get it to just sell that and nothing else, oh my gosh. Let me see what this thing will let me do. Hold on. Requires level 10. Delivery areas. Payout is received when the drone returns to the station. Choose which source the supplier arm pulls from to fill this delivery. I mean, I can unlock a whole bunch of these. I've never used this thing before, so I'm gonna have to spend some money. Bell peppers? I don't know. I don't want to sell bell peppers. Come on, you guys are killing me here. I don't think this is worth it because I only want to sell one thing. I'm gonna have to sell these things. I mean, I don't think I really have a choice. I'm gonna have to like bulk sell a bunch of this stuff. I may have to send it somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to send it somewhere, but I'm going to have to figure out a way to send that somewhere. I'm probably going to have to sell it. I mean, I suppose I could send it into this thing here. I mean, if I thought I could, you know, do something with it there, I would, but I mean, technically I could send it directly in. Well, no, I can't because that's in the way. I could send it in there, right? And then where it would take it would be like, it would turn around and put it right in here, which is funny actually. Oh, right now I don't have any corn. Which is probably not a bad thing. I have so much of this stuff that I don't think I'm going to need any corn for a little while over there. Alright, let's just see what our thing of Ratatouille. Okay. I made a pretty good amount of money from sales, so that's good. Alright, I need to stop these things. Stop. Stop. That one's already stopped. Okay. Alright, so I need to start working on this stuff. Oh, I can't move that well. Stuff in the way. Okay. So we have the main commodities right here. As I said, we're going to funnel them directly in. Right here. Alright. Now, we're going to upgrade all of these to... Wow, level 5? Holy mother of hell. Only going to level 3. Even these machines are going to level 3. I don't know if I necessarily need them to go any faster than that. What do you guys think? Do they need to really go any faster than level 3? I don't know. I mean, these are just basic commodity stuff, so probably not. Alright, so we're going to turn this one off now. Big ass sucker I've got right there. Okay. Alright. And we're going to take this out too, because, like I said, we're going to be doing this differently over here. So we're letting that just pull. Remember, we've got cucumbers. We have bell peppers. So now I can turn off the limits. But I don't need... I only need one slot for each one, so I need to set that before we get too far ahead of myself here. Sell that. Large box. Okay, so let's take these cucumbers out. Make sure they're setting right there. Alright, so no more limits. Alright. So if we look at it, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What am I missing? Chili? Yeah, missing chili. Actually, you know what? Let's make that one nothing. Put it right there instead. Alright, so everybody has a spot now. Sure there's no limits. Okay. So now we just need to put in merges. So let's take that. One merge there. Sure it is level 3. Okay. We can do that here too. Okay. All level 3. Alright. So we need to get rid of everything that's in these. Need to put another set right there. Okay, so that handles all of the commodities. So let's see. So this will be making grapes. Using that compost. This one will be making strawberries. Okay. All that is set, so let's take this and put it here. This is now set for grapes, strawberries. Should be just 2 items. Okay, we need another merge. Right there. Will that fit there? Nope. Worth a shot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Take these 3s. Alright, so before I start having these produce, we need to work on the last part of this, which is going with Picker B, level 3 fast. I need 1, 2, 3 of them. Okay, we're going to put them right here. Alright, now their whole responsibility is just picking up waste. Plant waste. Just plant waste. Okay, so I want them to kind of come out, and I think we're gonna have them go like this into this one, I think. So we're going to kind of send it. Oh, you know what? I put this the wrong direction, didn't I? I'm an idiot. Right here. Don't mind me. I'm just a moron. So I'm going to have these kind of come out a little ways. So 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, why am I going to have these come out 3? Well, because I'm going to have them also work on these, okay? I need these things to be able to kind of go right like that. So you see they're right next to that one. So there's storage nutrients, so storage nutrients, so it needs to go right next to that supply arm. So like that. And I believe we're gonna do the whole bridge over. I need one more of these yellow one. Well, I need 2 more actually. Set that over there. Do I have any of them over here? Just small storage, nutrients. So this one goes here. Of course, it needs to go the other way. Start with this. There we go. Okay. And then I need one more for right there. So we'll create one more. Level 3 fast. Now these things are going to fill up quite fast as well. Just the nature of how they work. So that's another reason why I'm coming out, because I'm going to kind of have them feeding themselves, repeatedly feeding themselves. Alright, so we're going to need some... Just checking to see what all I have over here. Sorters. Oh, I actually had a picker bee right there. Alright, so I need, what, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to need 3 of these elevated ones. So let's pick these up. So we're going to come off the end there. It's like that. That. Like that. Now, we're going to go back over them again. I think like this. Okay. So I need 3 more because we're going to do the same thing going the other direction. And then I need some more of these. Maybe this is just a little awkward, you know, maybe, okay. So what's going to happen is it's going to feed right back into it. So I'm going to feed it from over here. Okay. But this is going to basically feed itself. So it's going to be sort of an endless loop. Really? I ran out of curves? Okay. Which is this is something I should have done with the animal one over there. I didn't set myself up with the room. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, what I need is, we don't need the livestock. We need the other one. We need this one. So we're just gonna kind of go like this. Guess I'll stick it right there for right now. So what I need to do is I need to put a merger right there. That's a filter. Turn. Merge. So what I do is I need to merge these three lines into here. Like that. And then this is going to feed right into it. Right? Feed right into it. So these need curve. Going that way. Going that way. Might be able to use this big one now. Really? It's still too long? Okay. Now it's going to output out like this, so we're going to curve here. And now I'm going to use that long ass one because I just need to get it out of my inventory. So we're going to feed into there. That. I don't know if this is ideal or not, but this is what I'm doing. Of course, I just ran out. Ain't that some shit? Okay. So this should fertilize itself, and it should just keep going along a line. They'll just keep going in circles. It looks like a roller, like a little weirdy roller coaster, but so what we need to do is limit these to, we'll do 50, 2 rows. Right, and this needs to be set to the Vermont compost. And we'll have to do this to all of them. Oh, hold on. Before I go too far, I have to bypass these, because if I don't, they'll just fill up and it'll be like that other one all over again. Like I said, I think these things should start off as nothing selected by default. It would make this a lot easier than having to go and set these. Anybody else agree with that? If you guys enjoy the stream and you're on YouTube right now, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for more content. We stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now, just so everybody knows, I will not be streaming this Wednesday. I have an event that I have to attend, but I will be back on Friday. Alright, so there we go. So now we have everything is sustaining, if you will. Now, what do we do about these things? Okay, well first, we're going to put them right here. So this one's going to supply corn, eggplants, chili, and tomatoes. Okay, so we need a box. So the first one is corn and eggplant. So okay, the corn is right there. The eggplant's right there. So let's take the eggplant out of this one. Put it in that one. Tomatoes. See, I believe it's tomatoes and bell peppers. So it's chili and bell peppers. So bell peppers, we take the tomatoes out. And we move the chili over to where the tomatoes were. Take that out and switch it to chili. And in case Stuart Gaming is watching, he did give me a tier 1 sub on Twitch a few days ago, off stream. Thank you, my friend, for that awesome deal there. Okay. So we have strawberries and grapes, and then we have tomatoes and whatever that one is supposed to be. Oops. Cucumbers. So tomatoes and cucumbers. Oops. Where am I at? Tomatoes, cucumbers, and now we need strawberries and grapes. What else do we need? We need probably another bell pepper and probably another corn. Okay, strawberries. grapes. Bell peppers. And corn. We will start the day once I get this stuff running, then I'll start the day out. Okay? So they'll pull from storage. Pull from storage. Sometimes I hate when these things don't want to cooperate with me. Okay, that one's set to go to storage. Okay, that one is set to go from storage. Okay, storage. Storage, okay. Okay, here we go. Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn on. Okay, first of all, no waste. So that one's on. Okay. I can't tell if those are on or not because this stupid thing's in the way. All right. Seeing if the plant waste is working like it's supposed to. Probably not going to see anything right away. There we go. Okay, good. A little bit of plant waste. All right, let's... we need one more thing before we get started. We need 6 of these because we have 2 fruits now that we need to deal with. So we need to figure out where they're going to go. This is pretty big over here. I think we can put them over here now. Okay. So over here we can do strawberries. We kind of want, oh actually, well, grapes is what I can see, so. And here we'll do the strawberries as soon as I can find them. Okay, basic commodities. So we need the main one to do basic commodity. And in there, we also want to include strawberries, grapes, corn, making sure everything's properly picked. We don't need you to do eggs from there. Okay. Alright, so now we have basic commodities that'll come in and fill up here, and we'll be fulfilling those. Granted, we need crops now for these two items. Right, so we have a lot of stuff we can bake. So let's look at that. So on the cannery side, we now can do corn syrup, which we haven't done, and we can now do strawberry jam. So I want to set up, what I'd like to do is set up completely separate crop systems for these. We did it for the sauces. We don't need hot sauce. We're done with that. We'll probably need to do something with paprika and tomato sauce and then corn syrup. So, because we have plenty of tomato sauce to get by for a little while. We're a little low on paprika, and we have hot sauce to last us for the rest of our days. So all of this can then come out. So we're just gonna take care of that. Might as well just take it all out now that we don't need it, at least for now. I mean, we're gonna reuse a lot of it, but taking the conveyors first. Got about 20 minutes to go. I mean, this is a process, you know. It's going to take a little bit of time to get all of it. You can see we still have 255 compost over here, so all of this I think is going to change too. But, you know, we have to run out of inventory first. We definitely have plenty of vegetable relish now, which we didn't have before. Oops. We didn't have before, but we got them now. We got tomato sauce. So, I mean, we've got stuff now. Oh, I thought I had the store open already. Let's get the store open. We now have grapes and strawberries. That's good. We'll run through the cycle again. Okay. Everybody seems to be doing okay. Let's check on this. Seems to be holding. Mostly because, you know, we don't have any more corn. So I'm just letting it run out for a while. Besides, I still have 1,300 of it sitting up there. So when they run low, I'll just feed it off of that until we're done, and then I'll put some more corn in here. But in the meantime, we have we have fertilizer to last us for quite a while. In fact, I might just sell a bunch of that because we don't really need it. Look at that. Bam. I mean, we're still producing it, so it's not like we're not going to get more. That was a nice quick buck. See, our grapes are looking good. Fantastic. So far, they're not producing enough waste for full consumption. Not yet. So I just freaking sold all of that over there. I could have just used it. I didn't even think about that. But I still have a bunch, so I'm not too worried about it. So in fact, let's get a large box because I got a bunch of it sitting right over here. Always got to throw it first. And it might be that I don't need 2 rows of 50. I'm just kind of thinking about how the livestock created such a massive amount of stuff, so. Maybe we'll just, for right now, we'll set those to just do nothing. Right there. And just run on single rows. We'll see how that goes for now. It may not produce enough for us to have to worry about it. There we go. Besides, I'm gonna basically pre-set up all of them. Because the crops will take a bunch of it anyway. So they'll fill themselves eventually. Pretty sure it was the livestock waste that made the most fertilizer anyway. There we go. So now, we kind of have a good setup over here. I think that'll work. Yeah, ratatouilles and all of that were... These things are just not going to fill very well. This needs eggplants and bell peppers, which... I've got plenty of bell peppers, so I don't know what this thing's waiting on. Yeah, I don't know what it's waiting on. I don't need you to wait. Relish, I'm not too worried about. We've got plenty. Got plenty of pickles. Still got a bunch of cheese we got to get out of here. If anything, I'll put the cheese with the rest of the cheese. Yeah, because you never have enough cheese. I have 3,000 cow's milk. Oh my gosh. I've got to get some baking stuff started because that's just getting ridiculous, you know? Holy hell. So I'm going to have to get that going. All right, so what all can we work here? So dairy. We can now make grape yogurt as soon as we get grapes set over there. These are the two main commodities we can make with milk. Juices unlock soon. Over here, cow's milk for egg custard. So we can do this. Chicken eggs and cow's milk? Please. We can even do duck eggs and butter. And goose eggs and butter. So we can make all three of these right now. Actually, that one didn't unlock till 28, but we can do these two. So chicken eggs and cow's milk. So the chicken eggs are over here. Cow's milk is obviously right there. I'm gonna have to like go up and over, I think. Actually, no, we can put a picker bee right here. And I don't know, it might be able to reach the chicken eggs. Or maybe I put it like right here. Alright, let's get a picker bee. Do I have any picker bees over here I'm not using? Right there. No, that's a filter. That's a filter, not a picker. What do we got here? Auto. Hey, Auto. Thanks. Felix, we're not done yet. Thank you. Sorry, dude. I'm busy. Picker B, right there. Okay. So we've got to get something going here. So we're going to put it like right here, I think. I think it has enough arms it can reach both those. And then we're going to send it down a ways before we start baking. Probably like that before we curve it over. Okay. So we need, is it this one that we're going to do that with? Yeah. So we're going to do the egg custard. So I want a level 3. Actually, how much is it right now? It's 4,000. If I go a level 4, it's 5,800. Fast. So now we can do a juice press and make juice boxes. Very nice. Okay. So we're coming up, we got about 10-ish minutes or whatever. We are going to run the day out, so it's like what, on day 25 here. So we're going to run this to, let's say, right there. Which means like that. Now I want to put another one of those storage machines, one of those. Is there one I can use? Probably this one. Process small. It's not being used by anything right now. So we're going to put that... Let's just put it like right here. Like right close to this thing. Like... I kind of want to do it like that, because we're going to put another one right next to this. Okay. And we're going to run this out. We're going to run a curve here. Run it at level 3. Oh, to hell with it. We'll run level 4s. Why not? Okay, so this will run to level 4. This is now going to be called bake small. And in here, so the first thing we're making is the egg custard. So this one becomes egg custard. Alright, so here we need to tell this thing, hey, we need egg custard from storage. Don't wait. And I want this thing running as best as it can. You do know you're gonna pick from cow's milk too, right? It is set to be able to hit that, right? Oh wow, it doesn't quite reach. Doesn't look like it reaches all the way over to that. So I feel like I need to move this over one. Damn it. Seriously? You fucking ass. God damn it. Man. There it goes. Now it's starting to pull in some of that. About effing time. Need to go over there and get some more of that damn milk. Alright. So it's eventually going to make some egg custard. So let's go ahead and let's add some carts. Then I'll have it go ahead and start putting those in. Put those in the other store. Here. So, egg custard. Okay. All right, so what are you supplying off of? Okay. How about you? We're gonna have you pick bake small. Egg custard. I can already unlock this. And we're just gonna upgrade it all the way. Actually, let's have you, yeah, you're just gonna pick up, whatever. Livestock waste. And all that plant waste that's in here. Again, I don't know what to do with the plant waste at this point. Let's take it out of here. Since I'm not growing any corn over there right now, should be able to just pop it into this thing. There we go. Looking good. Produce 16 rat. I'm not even producing any ratatouille at this point. I should be. I don't know what he's waiting on. Eggplant? Do I not have any eggplant left over here? No. Then I'll take some from over here. Suppose I could have just loaded them directly into the machine. Oh, I need to turn this one off. Do not make any more vegetable relish. Still got plenty of that left. I need those eggplants going somewhere else. Take a few more. Probably didn't need to do quite this many. Oh, I'm definitely not waiting for it. I'm waiting on tomatoes. Wow, I have like no fucking tomatoes over here. This thing is producing tomatoes, is it not? Oh, it wasn't picking them up. I could have been having tomatoes the whole time. It wasn't picking any up. I probably out of tomatoes over here, for frick's sake. Yep, I'm completely out of tomatoes. Whoops. I have a whole bunch right here. These are going to go in for the ratatouille. Just as many as I can hold. There we go. There, that should reduce the remaining amount. I don't need him. There we go. Now I can go talk to dumbass. Is he still standing over here? No? Okay. Alright. Well, I think we made some pretty good progress here. Gotta... Apparently I got a lot of bell peppers that... Stick over here, I guess. Yeah, pretty good. I still got plenty of chicken eggs over here. A bunch of them are probably... Oh my gosh, they're failing. What are you doing? So many eggs stuck in between there right now. Look at all those failed eggs. Oh my god. I mean, I have way too many eggs anyway, but... You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. There. Alright guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for me. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream so I'm gonna finish this off stream real quick. Appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with me tonight. We'll be back Friday. We'll be back this Friday. Continuing where we left off here. Or maybe I'll play a new game on Friday. Who knows? We are gonna finish this throughout the rest of the month. Before going back to Satisfactory. So with that, thank you very much. Have a good evening. Follow if you haven't followed on Twitch. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed on YouTube. Hit the like button as well. Leave a comment. Just, you know, whatever. Just interact with the stream. Interact with the VOD, however you see fit. And I will see you guys Friday. Right back here Streaming live. Good night, everyone.